Bro, that guy's name's Arse Deep.
Arse Deep?
Ash Deep. The bowler's called it's called Arse Deep. Yeah. We watched it today and we went, why is there a guy called Arse Deep? Arse Deep. Like, imagine that was your name. I was like, I'm sure it's not Arse Deep, is it?
One thing that TGF said on that pod that I listened to on the way to work, they said that, coming up with random video ideas, obviously because they're mad random, they said that for one idea that they've got, they're going to fly to Bangkok to get banged in the cock. They're going to fly to Bangkok and just punch each other in the knob.
Bro, didn't they fly somewhere mad and just get a piece of ice and he brought it back, and then by the time he brought it back it was just water and he gave it to Ramel?
Yeah.
So I went to France and just screamed at the floor.
Yeah, they did. Shit.
Why is that? How's that a thing?
Doing some West shit.
Stupid.
Mate, the guy cemented a microwave on his head.
Yeah. Filled the Nissan Micro with hot chocolate and just sat in it and cut the top of it out. They're all just chilling like that.
He just didn't roll the joke.
When they opened it up, all the hot chocolate all over the street, just like flooding the street.
Made the joke.
Are they English?
Yeah.
They're from Dudley. You're from Dudley.
Met him in town, mate, and you was frantically panicking.
Oh, in the casino?
Yeah.
They paid a guy £3,000 to use his car for a fake driving lesson and flipped it. The three of them were in it. It was just upside down in the middle of the road.
They've got like such mad budget then. When they first started, the way they fucking went viral, TGF, they fucking in this pod I was listening to, they were basically talking that the police made them take this video down because what they were doing is they were just walking on the street, going to like a red light and opening someone's car and just going sitting in someone's car and sitting next to them. But obviously bare people like sitting in like old women's cars and like bare people just flapping it and shit, and then they got done for it.
How's that a fucking thing? I mean, it just needs fucking serious stones to do that.
And then bottle. And they just started bathing in shit. They used to get a bath, got like pure nettles, bathe in like expanding foam. That's what they used to do. Like they sit in like expanding foam, so they'll spray themselves, and then like obviously the foam it'll turn into like concrete. And that's why like Jay did it, the white guy in the group. He like put a microwave on his head, put loads of like expanding like quick instant fucking cement on it. He had like a bag over his head, and then had like a breathing tube, and then if the cement went too hard, broke it. He couldn't get the fucking tube back in his gob, couldn't breathe, had to bring like the fucking fire brigade and that, nearly died.
Some people do fucking silly things for money, won't they? To be fair, I'd do shit like that as well, but I wouldn't cement a microwave to me head. No. What's that guy called? You'll know it, Ben, who screams and he goes, he's like, whoop whoop, and he jumps on the thing. I'm like, what's his name? There's a guy, you've not seen that guy? On Twitter, he's not big in it, but
like gigolos and gigolers.
Yeah, like he's like stood on like a table and he's got like he's gonna jump into it like a fucking like loads of barbed wire with like nails sticking out of it, and he goes whoop whoop.
Yeah, people are
what's it? Fuck, shit.
Oh yeah,
elbows a microwave.
And then as soon as he lands on it, he's like screaming like mad. Yeah,
it's mad, mate.
Weirdos.
How are you, bro?
Yeah, I'm alright. I'm fucking pretty tired today, to be honest.
Yeah, I can sense it.
Sorry, the viewers can see that I'm down. Not down, I'm just tired.
I down?
No, I'm not down. I had a good weekend, mate. Had a good laugh.
Yeah, nice.
Bet you had a good weekend, didn't you?
Yeah, sun was out, good vibes, caught the sun, bit of a tan.
Yeah, I'm a bit rosy as well. If the viewers think I'm a bit rosy.
Mate, it was good vibes, I thought. The weekend, over the weekend, like the energies were good. Good vibes, good weather, lots of alcohol. But
so serious alcohol drunk this weekend.
Yeah, 100%. But we've
no more though. We're not drinking anymore.
Are we not now?
No. Yo, obviously.
He's gone.
Yeah, it's important, isn't it?
But so what's new, bro? Like obviously we're back now. Back as the duo, the dynamic duo, because our friends are still too scared to come on camera. And yeah, so last week we had a guest on. We had a week break.
Yeah.
Came back for episode 11. Had Zizi on. Big up Zizi. Nice one for coming on.
Yeah, good
guy.
If you've
not seen that, go check it out. Now we're back. A lot of shit's happened since we've been away. A lot of shit. Most recently, our kid won an Oscar last night. What's he called? Forgot his name.
Oh, the guy who's in them scary films.
Yeah, he was in Black Mirror.
He's in bear films, I can't remember his name. Is it? What's it called? Yeah, I seen that. I seen he won that. I also seen what was popping around on like Insta and Twitter, that picture of like Drake and all the UK gang, like like Gigs and that and Dave.
Yeah, they were in LA. I think that they went to
Storage.
Yeah, why was Storage there?
Did you see that picture? I think he's got a gaff there. Did you see that picture when they're all on that table and someone commented on it like, "Why Sturridge took the pick though? Because he's not sat with him, innit?" And everyone else is still there. Like, you'd be wounded, wouldn't you?
But you see everyone getting onto notes.
Yeah, like why is Notes there?
I mean, look, listen, I don't have anything against Notes. I think he's made some good music in the past. I think he's got some big tunes out.
Yeah, I don't mind Notes.
But it's like, I'm pretty sure the guy's just, he's made his money. He's probably making a lot. He's still making serious fucking money.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's got good music there in the pipelines ready to come out. And why? What? Just because he's not on the same level as Dave, Giggs and Drake and all those, what, he's not allowed to be there? What, everyone is just being salty because...
Just wounded that they're not in because
exactly,
he's out in LA doing madnesses with bare people.
There's nothing wrong with what Notes is doing, and then if anything, good on Notes for getting himself in those circles anyway. Do you know what I mean? It's only gonna help him even more. And the fact that Drake's even shouting him out and he's showing him, he must have tagged 3 people. I think he tagged Giggs. I think he tagged Dave, and then he tagged Notes in the upload. So things like that. I mean, you can't really fault him. I like Notes. I think he's got some good music.
What were they actually meeting for though? Like, what was the point? Do you know?
I can't really lie, but I think it was just that I just thought it was mad inspiring that all these people got together, all these black guys got together, Black Power. Don't know if I can really say that, but it's powerful, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
They said there was a group. Was it the Dark Skin Society?
Yeah,
I'm the leader. And some guy was like, I'm the leader. And then Notes turns the camera on, like, I'm the leader. And everyone's like, Notes, you're not the leader. And that's where the beef were coming from, right? Because
because that's the thing. Like, just banter just gets misconstrued. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, in my opinion, like I just think it was just such a powerful move from all of them. Do you know what I mean? And it just shows how far the community's come. Do you know what I mean? Especially with his name's completely gone out of my head. Winning an Oscar as well. That just epitomises the whole thing. Like,
is he called Daniel?
Yeah, he's called Daniel something. I saw a joke thing before on Twitter. You know, John Boyega, who's in Star Wars. Yeah. Obviously, he's a black guy from London. I think he's from Hackney. Yeah. And you know that video, that guy going, that little kid who's just been banged by his mate going, I've been with you since day one.
You're pagan.
I've been with you since day one. And then it's like something like thingy going when he sees everyone in LA. So like when he don't get his invite or something like that. It's a fucking joke.
That video's fucking joke. That kid, he's well serious, that little kid.
Oh, bless him, though, his heart's broken, isn't it?
Yeah.
His heart's broken.
Poor lad, his boys backstabbed him and he's got beef for him now, isn't it? So.
But
yeah, he's got beef for him, I don't know, fuck knows.
But stuff like that, it's just good to see. It just shows again another, I don't want to say a step forward as such, but it just sort of like highlights where everything is right now. Do you know what I mean? And like how strong and how powerful, as I keep saying, as it is. Do you know what I mean?
Like a bit out of lockdown as well, people travelling and that, obviously linking up again, like out in public for like the group of them and that. It's good, isn't it? Things are getting back to normal and that, which is a big blessing.
Huge blessing. I think now you can just tell now that everything starts to feel a bit normal again. Like spirits are lifted. Obviously the good weather's helped as well.
Oh yeah.
And I just think like the last couple of weeks it's just been good energy all around, hasn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. So, it's been vibes all the time, and like you say, the sun is a big factor in that. And when the sun's out, everyone it just lifts your mood, doesn't it? I think by the time this episode's out, it's going to be raining a lot this week. So hopefully, if you're watching this, we've got away with it and we've got some more sun. But I think it is going to be shit weather now for this week, which is not good.
Yeah, it is what it is. But as we say, moving into the new phase of life, coming back to normality. A lot of things have happened. I keep forgetting names, but this guy was in the news as well who jumped off the London Bridge to save someone's life and he lost his life.
Yeah,
Rest in peace, mate. Honestly, I feel so bad that your name's vanished from my head, but the picture of the article or the guy or whatever, it's right here. With his name as well, because I don't want to show any disrespect by forgetting his name, but
hopefully, I'm sure everyone would have seen it anyway, because it was on the news. I've seen a lot of people saying they weren't getting enough coverage and stuff, but it's such a bad thing, man, innit? Like, fair play to him as well for actually jumping in, but so sad, man, innit? It's just a sad thing, I guess.
Again, but I saw in the the way that it was reported on in the media and stuff, in the newspapers and the BBC and stuff, I think it's because everyone like online, because rightly so, because the guy is a hero. He gave his life to save somebody else's. But like in news articles where people were being labelled the name hero, something like a white police officer was labelled a hero, just straight up in the headline hero. Something to do with Prince Charles labelled a hero, and then when it came to this guy, a young black lad, who was genuinely one of the most heroic thing anyone could possibly do, it was labelled in quotation marks a hero. Why can't the BBC vouch for him being a hero? Because he is one. Do you know what I mean? He's a bigger hero than anyone else. Fucking
literally,
do you know what I mean?
Doing something like that, obviously he should be remembered for doing a good act like that. Obviously, I don't know what happened. There was a lady who fell in, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think a lady fell in.
Did she survive? I'm assuming she survived.
Yeah, he survived, and then obviously he struggled, and I think the police found it.
Him and his mate jumped in.
Yeah, there was another guy.
Another guy jumped in.
There was 2 people who jumped in, right? So
his mate got out as well.
Fucking hell.
So can you imagine how bad you feel?
Heavy that.
Selfless acting it, you know what I mean?
Selfless, mate. It is.
That's
That's the word. It's selfless, isn't it? There's good people out there, but you should get recognised, and hopefully we'll get some more recognition for it. But yeah, rest in peace, man. Very, very sad.
Yeah, I was just looking for his name.
Puts it down. That.
He was only 20 years old as well, you know.
Fucking hell.
Only 20 years old.
The kid.
I don't want to mispronounce his name.
Show me.
I don't want to mispronounce his name.
Oh, that's a tough one.
That's a tough one, isn't it?
And it's double barreled.
It's double barrel as well.
It's there anyway.
It's there.
Good.
You know, we know you lot know who we're talking about. Innit? It's
Yeah.
not like I say, Wes has put the thing up anyway, like the article. But yeah, rest in peace, him.
Rest in peace, man. That's peak.
Yeah,
very, very peak.
it's my heart bleeds for everyone close to him and all his family and all that stuff. You know what I mean? But.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. What else has happened? What's been going on with you, bro? Like personally, what's new? Like we actually haven't had a catch up in a while, so.
Nothing really. I mean, just been grafting away, working away. Been getting pissed a lot, really. If I'm just being honest with you. Fucking when the sun's been out, I've just been having a few beers every other night, which isn't really me. I'm not much of a big drinker, to be honest. Just been having a couple of beers every other night. You know what I mean? It's getting a bit out of hand. Had a good weekend, seen the UFC, some madnesses in the UFC. Yeah, to be fair, I've had a pretty good week, man. It has been good. I can't really think anything stand out that's happened, really. Just been pretty bog standard. How about you?
Yeah.
Anything popping?
Nah, yeah, me too. The same. Drinking a lot of alcohol over the weekend. That's the thing. It's like, even why do you think it is that? Obviously, when we go out, especially with the weather being when it's like, and it's been sick, and obviously we understand that the pubs have reopened and stuff, so everyone's going to like re-indulge and sort of try and make up for lost time or whatever. But do you think that like over drinking, which I think we all can be susceptible, a lot of people can be susceptible to, is like smashing the drink too hard? In my opinion, I think it just completely sort of like ruins the whole aesthetic of going out. Do you know what I mean? Because for me personally, like I say, I'm guilty for it. I'll hold my hands up and say, yeah, I do over drink. But sometimes, like, it's not worth it the next day because the hangovers, I can't hack them. I can't hack the hangovers. But B, like when you just waved, like it's always sick. Like the night's always the best when you just like waved and happy. Do you know what I mean? When you're at that 6th stage, do you know what I mean? When you're probably like 5 or 6 in or whatever, and you just gassed. I wish you could have that feeling
every time.
But constantly. Do you know what I mean? And then you'll just take it too far, and then it's not shit in it, but like you can't enjoy yourself as much. You lose consciousness of what's around you. Do you know what I mean? You lose bearings and all that.
For me, it's more like the company you're with, innit? So when I'm out with, obviously people get pissed. Like if we say talk about drinking beer, people might have a few beers and then feel bladdered. Some people might drink 10 and feel sweet, but it's more about the company that you're with. Like obviously, it's always good vibes if everyone does have a couple of beers as well. It just loosens everyone up, I think, innit? And obviously, everyone's smashing them off now because obviously things have just started opening again. The weather's been mint, so it's the perfect excuse to do so. But yeah, I think everyone just gets pissed just because we can now, and it's like a release almost. Like everyone's been.
Big day on Saturday as well, weren't it?
What's that?
2 wins on Saturday.
Yeah. 2 wins on Saturday at the club. Cricket.
Nice.
Went back to the club, and you know what I mean. Nice last minute win for them.
Big up Duckingfield Cricket Club.
Big up DCC and all the boys. But yeah, man, we had a good vibes, and just, do you know what I mean? When like both our teams won, yeah, and it's just different vibe, man. Everyone's buzzing. There's about 50 odd people there that are in the club, all socially distanced. In the club having a fucking sick time, and it's just mint, man. And then you just wake up in the morning, like it makes the hangover less worse when you have a good night.
Yeah,
it's worth it in the end. That's probably why I'm fucking tired now. So
yeah.
again,
Get on this, yeah. I'm not going to snitch on where I was. I'm not going to snitch on anyone on the pub. I'm not incriminating anyone, yeah. But where I was drinking at the weekend, yeah. Right. The police turn up, right, for a routine check. Council turn up, yeah. And they go in and check that everyone's sitting in groups of 6 and everyone's, you know, adhering to the rules and got masks on and all those things, yeah. So we're sat outside, yeah, in the beer garden drinking or whatever. Police van turns up. Everyone's like, oh fucking hell, like, make sure everyone's in a 6, blah blah blah. Make sure that, you know what I mean. Owners walking round, pointing at tables. You sit down. You do the blah 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 blah. Anyway, a copper walks in, speaking to the owner. They're inside now, and then they're talking or whatever, and then comes out. One of the lads goes, to the copper, oh, everything alright, boss? Copper turns around and goes, yeah, I couldn't give a flying fuck, me lads. Like, did not give a fuck, mate. As I say, I'm not snitching on anyone, but like, certain police officer, obviously I don't know the copper's name, innit?
Yeah, obviously not.
Like, even like, and as I said, like, when he said that, and when he left, and like, you actually just deep what happens, yeah, no one's actually asked anymore. Like, nobody genuinely cares. Like, I feel like the whole country is just following, like, obviously there will be people that will be still taking it seriously as people should be, do you know what I mean? Because by following it as seriously as possible, that's when we'll get to the end goal quicker, innit? But I get the feeling in the circle that I'm around and things that I'm experiencing, it's like, it feels to me that everyone's just pretending to adhere to these rules. But no one actually is, do you know what I mean? Like,
do you feel like it's died down, like the coverage on COVID and things like that?
We're not in a pandemic anymore.
This is what I was just about to say, that our country's no longer classing it as a pandemic.
What's it called? Boris was saying the other day there might be a third lockdown in it, but there was 6 COVID cases yesterday. 6.
I heard someone saying like, he'd rather see bodies piled up than there be a third lockdown.
Who said that?
Boris Johnson.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I guarantee you, like, that's the thing. We know that no one's genuinely taking it that serious because MPs and politicians are being caught out breaking the rules too.
We're coming out of it now. Like I said, 6 people yesterday. Over 30 million people have had the 2 doses now. Obviously it's older than that, but
I got a jab.
Shit, yeah.
I got a jab last week on last Thursday, and I wasn't even like.
Feel sweet. Like,
I feel sweet for it. But the funny thing is, I wasn't even due to have it. I just rocked up and said if they had any spares. Dad rings me, I went for a trim. My dad rung me and was like, oh, there's a lad at work just had his 2nd jab, there's some spare ones going in Ashton. I was only 10 minutes away, so I thought, alright, fuck it.
Fair enough, innit? You might as well get one, innit? If you have
drove round, saw this lady, I said, oh, got any spare jabs going? I've heard there's some going. She goes, how old are you? I said, 22. She said, is it your first one? I said, yeah. She said, right, come on then, come in. Sits down, jabs me, I had the Pfizer one. Felt sweet. And then
the Pfizer one.
But apparently this one is sweet. Apparently the 2nd jab though fucks you up.
Is it the AstraZeneca one that's been the blood clots and that?
Yeah, but we're not allowed. People under
under 30s aren't allowed to have that, are they? I think.
There's a girl at my work who's had that one. We're speaking about it today. There's a girl at my work. She's younger than us.
Oh, sorry, don't want to bait you out.
No, we said it now. But she's had it.
You'll be sweet, trust.
She feels fine. But I said, what are you going to do when you have your 2nd one? She said, oh. They give you like a different jab that's sort of compatible with it. Do you know what I mean?
Our kid had the 2nd one in and he was fucked up in bed.
Cam? Yeah. Production staff. Cam was it fucked him up.
It's better now though, I think, isn't it?
But that's the thing for me. Like my whole thinking around getting the jab was like, for me, I think that eventually, I could be way off, but I think eventually like we're gonna have to have a jab or prove that we've had a jab to be able to go away or do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do anything. No, I'm alright, bro.
Sorry, I'm just getting fucking dinner
now. To be able to go away or and all that. And then when it comes to our age group, actually fucking stay at that.
But you did that at the weekend.
What?
And that girl was like, Oh, you're right.
Oh yeah, really.
I'm off camera being it, so no one.
That bitch, yeah, she was annoying.
But what happened?
Some cocky barmaid giving me shit at the weekend.
Because you net to bitter.
Nah, because I was on the end of my drink was like that much left in it. She was collecting empties.
Yeah.
So you know, just to be polite, I just went on the end of it. I give it her. She went, "Oh fucking hell, you're right."
Moved it off.
God.
What a little bitch, man. You should just fucking glassed her with it. Maybe not.
But like for me, yeah, like my thinking behind getting the jab, yeah, was because I think that eventually, in my opinion, we will probably have to have like a certificate or proof that we've had this jab to be able to hop on a plane or to be able to do any. Do you know what I mean? You even go to like a concert or whatever to do anything. Yeah.
I reckon that's what it'll be for like concerts and stuff. So,
Do you know what I mean?
for example, when like Parkland's going on, I reckon they're gonna have to pull something in for that. Or because you can't keep everyone social distance, can they? Like that?
No, it's not going to happen. So like for me, it was like when everyone our age is getting them, I don't want it to get to a point where it's like, oh, half my mates have got them. It's like, oh yeah, see you later, everyone. We're going to be doing this, and I'm going to be sat there wounded, thinking, fuck me, I just want my jab now. What? I mean, everyone's doing stuff now. I want mine ASAP, and I don't want that feeling of sitting around waiting for my jab. I'd rather at least I've got it now, and at least I know now that fucking come. If they do say you need a jab to do certain things, I'm like, fuck it, I'm jabbed up, let me in, jab.
I'll happily get a jab me if I get offered one. Obviously, I'm not going to go out like, obviously, it was good that you died Belgian said one, but if I get offered a jab, I'll tell you on me. I mean, some people are like, I know people who are not getting the jab, like, mates of mine have said, no, I'm not getting, even if I get offered it, he said, one lad actually told me, quote, I'm not taking no fucking jab. That's what he said, I'm not fucking taking it. I was like, why not? I was like, what does it matter? And he was like, no way. He's like, you think I'm letting him inject me with shit? And I was like, oh, I mean, each their own, innit? You can't force you to have the jab, can they? That's
No.
It's like human rights, innit? No one can be forced to do it. But I use anti-vaccine. You usually get jabs, I bet you're a bit booky on it, aren't you?
I'm a bit booky on it.
Yeah.
Because I don't. It's like
Yeah,
if you go
I knew you were like.
if you go to the supermarket though, you look at anything you buy, like anything you're about to eat or drink, it tells you what's in it. This jab, you don't know what's in it.
Yeah, it's distant though, bro, innit? Like,
it's a vaccine.
What the fuck are we gonna know anyway?
Yeah, it don't matter. But if you got the ingredients or whatever, whatever's in it, you could Google it and do your own research on it, regardless. You know what I mean?
I'm sure you could find that one.
If we've all got the vaccine, and you're the only one who hasn't got it, are you not going to get it still?
I don't know. I probably will get it, to be fair. But
I think you probably should, innit? I mean, I'm not going to force it. I'm not going to advise anyone to get it because it's your own choice, innit? But realistically, like these weird conspiracy people who are like, oh, if you get it, they're going to put a tracker in you and shit like that.
Oh, that's bollocks, isn't it?
Have a fucking day off, mate.
For me, like everyone, like the most pathetic one that I have heard, is people going, "You're going to go and get a COVID jab. Usually a jab takes 15 years to make, and the last time there was a pandemic and there was the people getting vaccines, it was Spanish influenza in like 13, 12, and loads of people died." Yeah, first of all, right.
Where'd you get your fucking degree, like?
Yeah, like the Spanish influenza pandemic, like the mad one, which I think was 1920, which is pretty weird considering it was 100 years ago. Yeah, I think it was 1920, but like, of course, right. The science behind creating a vaccine, 100 years ago, I'm not surprised some people fucking died off the back of it.
Fucking like just drank it or something.
Do you know what I mean?
See how weird that was? Like, when the coronavirus was 2020, and then like, obviously you're saying Spanish flu was 1920, like the year, like 100 years before that there was another global pandemic.
Yeah,
and then
it's crazy, isn't it?
100 years before that there was another
There
one.
probably is something to it, and it probably genuinely is. Probably like something like population control or something. That's another conversation to have, isn't it?
No, definitely. There's 100% not anything to do with that. It's just a coincidence. There weren't population control in 1920s, no.
But yeah, anyway.
Because they weren't even madly populated.
Yeah, you're probably right, But
maybe now.
But like now, like they say, well, usually a vaccine takes 15 years to produce. Yeah, it does for any other illness or something like that, do you know what I mean? And it's not like it's just the coronavirus only exists in the UK and then they've just created this vaccine. No, it's a worldwide thing, Everyone on the planet is suffering from it, right? All the best fucking scientists on the globe, in the planet, are working together to create this thing, right? And obviously they're going to fast track creating a vaccine just to fuck off the pandemic because the whole is deeper than people dying. Do you know what I mean? It's deeper than that.
We're alright with it now as well. We've seen like what's happening in India. Like India's fucked at the moment.
3,000 people a day.
And they said, I see the thing said apparently it's 5 times more than that, but it's just not confirmed. Like UK is sending over oxygen to fucking India to help them out.
Yeah.
They are fucked.
I'm sorry, but it was
so
stupid.
bad.
I went to yours the other week and they was watching
IPL.
cricket, IPL.
Yeah.
There was 60,000 people in the
Yeah,
stadium.
it's
What do they
We've
expect?
all been talking
Yeah,
about
I've
it.
seen
What do you
Like,
Matt
expect?
Cummins did today, donated 50 grand.
yeah, 50 grand. I've seen that. Fair play. Like I say, UK is sending over oxygen and shit, but
Yeah.
they don't have crowds anymore now. But obviously, not that long ago, while we were still like in a pretty semi-decent lockdown, like they had fucking 60,000 people in crowds.
Yeah.
They're meant to be socially distanced. It's their own fault, man. Especially in somewhere like India where healthcare
Yeah.
is not a fucking major
Yeah,
thing.
that's the thing. In the
Some of the breaks out.
They've got a
film-
very rich economy though.
Yeah, but in the
Well, India's like divided in it almost.
It's
Like,
like- yeah, it's
the
like-
rich
yeah.
are rich, and then the rest are fucking very, very
Yeah.
poor.
I think the thing is as well. Yeah, I think the UK's done so well with the vaccines. I think everyone was so quick to dive on Boris Johnson. Yeah, like, and I'm not going to get into politics and all that because it's boring. But I just want to touch on that. It's like everyone was so quick to slag him off, and don't get me wrong, I slagged him off to start. But as much as you've got to slag him off, we've got to give him the props where they're due as well.
Yeah.
Fucking fair play, mate. He's dashed. I was looking at it today in work. Over half the population in the UK have had a vaccine now.
jab,
I've
yeah.
had one jab. And I think something like 30% of the population have had both jabs,
Bro.
which is fucking. We're miles and miles in front of every other single country in the world, mate. And you know what I mean. So you just got to give credit where it's due, mate. They smashed it.
13 mil have had 2 jabs. It is.
Smashed it.
13 mil. The rollout for UK has been better than anywhere else, really, in
that's
the world.
what I'm saying. So
And that's why they spent so much dough on getting these vaccines and everything like that. But they actually have Boris and all the team and that actually have killed it. So fair, probably not the best word, but yeah, I've patterned it. And yeah, you can't argue because obviously they are getting flown out now, innit? Even to the point that you can get a fucking jab. Like,
Yeah, that's what
it's
I'm
getting
saying.
balled up, innit? Do you know
So
what I mean?
it's good. Just got to give him his credit. But anyway, yeah, one thing that I was thinking about, yeah, is you know, girls, yeah.
Nah.
You know what?
Baddies.
You know, what's your opinion? You know, long distance relationships.
Alright, yeah.
Do you reckon they're feasible or not?
Yeah, I think they're feasible.
Look at Ash.
Explain.
So, I think a long distance relationship with a bird can work, yeah, because men can probably see the same side and think sometimes women can drive you crazy, right? So if you have I say long distance, depends on what you define as long distance. Let's say, yeah, of course. Let's say you define long. What's the definition of long distance? You see them once a week, maybe longer than that.
Right. So, for example, I would say.
Let's say you see your missus.
We live where we live,
Yeah.
and your other half,
Is in
she
Birmingham.
lives in
London.
London. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So how often am I seeing it? So how often you can make time, I guess.
Yeah.
So to be fair, I won't be able
I
to
think
do
that's the
much.
whole point. I think you hit the nail on the head there. If
If you can make time for it. Well, the thing is.
you'll make time if you want to make time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't think long distance relationships are a bad thing. It depends what age you're at, depends where you're at in your life. So if you want to see them all the time, or if you just, if you were a bird that you trusted proper a bit, and you've been with her for a while, and then she moved away, and then you're only seeing her like a couple times a month, let's say. Sometimes that'd be alright. It just depends on.
Do you think that's healthy though?
No, it depends on the mental state of the people involved. So you could have a needy guy or girl who might want to fucking see them all the time. Just depends on them, and it's each to their own. Some people will be better with it. Personally, I think I'd be okay with a long distance relationship.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, not like I want a long distance relationship.
Yeah,
I'd rather
yeah,
just
yeah.
like have someone there most of the time in it. But I don't think it'd be that much of an issue. It just depends on the state of the person if they can cope with it. Like a lot of people probably in today's day and age be more paranoid, social media and shit like that. If a lad or a girl is out on a night out and you're 20, 50, 100 miles away and you don't know what's going on and you're not hearing from them, like people get arsey in it, people start being a bit, and sometimes that can be bad for the relationship. So it just depends on the two people that are in it, and it depends how much you trust the other person as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Smash that answer.
Yeah,
there,
that's a
mate.
good answer.
Good answer,
That's
that.
well said. Yeah, I definitely agree. Yeah, I think it, as you say, I think it definitely boils down to the two people, what kind of people they are.
Yeah.
I think, me personally, I think I could do it short term.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I know what you mean. Like, obviously, you wouldn't want it for the longest time because I'm thinking at my age right now, I could probably do it for a bit, and then obviously as you get older, you might be thinking, I want to actually settle down or something like that. So.
Like for me, yeah, I'm thinking like I'm thinking if it's fucking cheesy feet.
Get his feet out.
So I think that for me, like as a 22-year-old, I reckon I could do long distance, right? But only for a certain amount of time. I think if it came down to it, and someone said to me, right, either we're together, and I see you once a month. Yeah. Me, I don't see the point in having a relationship. For me, if I've got a girlfriend, or if I'm in a relationship, or I'm seeing someone or whatever, I think that the way for a relationship to stay healthy and for it to grow, and for you to not grow apart as people, I reckon you've got to see each other once or twice a week, realistically, which is why you can't do the long distance thing. But at the same time, you know what they say, absence makes the heart grow fonder. Do you know what I mean? So it swings and roundabouts, it depends which way.
Might get sick of your bird, man, all the time, obviously, and again vice versa. Females may get sick of the man. Like, you might just get, sometimes time away is like a good thing, innit? Like, obviously you could meet a girl and be chatting to her for 2 years, and then you go long distance. Might be tough, but like, if you trust a minute, then what's the thing? Like, do you know what I mean? Trust
is the main thing. It's like, but at the same time, it's like
you need that touch in it, though. You need that, like, the physical contact and shit as well, like being over the phone or something like that.
How do you think like soldiers feel when they go away for like
that's why
a long period? They go for months at a time.
This girl I used to work with, she's got a fella who's in the army, and he's only home like a few months at a time, and they just had a kid as well. And when he came home, she always used to tell me about it, like it was like the best thing ever. And he's been home for a bit because of COVID, and it was like the best thing ever. She's fucking loving it all the time. Obviously, she's had a kid as well, so.
It's like some people who work on the docks and that, but that's different though. I guess like things like that, like for example, like someone who works on the docks, right? For example, like as shit as it be, like I swear they work. Is it they work away for 6 months?
So
and home for 6 months.
You can work on like oil rigs and shit, and you work away for like 3 weeks. Obviously, sometimes you just got to stick at it, haven't you?
But you're making
little reference to whoever's watching that.
What?
I know someone who works on them.
Oh right, okay, sorry.
On the oil rigs, innit? Works away.
But I think that's a different. I think that's a different conversation though, because it's very like
3 away, 3 back.
Yeah, it's very specific. Do you know what I mean? But like in general, I think the long distance relationship thing, I think it definitely you have to be of a certain maturity.
Yeah.
I think now at 22, 23, 24, it'll be a lot easier to do it than say when you're at if you're 18.
Do you want to settle down anytime soon?
Do I want to settle down?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be against the idea. Do you know what I mean? I think
you can't put a thing on it, can you? You can take it as it comes, and
the thing is, I love. Right? Nah, I do. Right, and I see this.
Oh,
bro,
God's sake,
bro.
Why have you get all mushy on it?
No, I'm not. You're telling me, bro. It is when you'll know in it. We've all been there,
Like
with a girl, Like say I'm not saying you're in love, but you know, like say when you're proper into a bird or whatever, and they're into you, and it's sick,
vibes,
bro. It's fucking mint. It's unmatched, mate.
How many times have you been in love?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, he's been about 50, hasn't he?
Nah, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying I've been in love.
Yeah.
I believe once in it. I've liked people heavily in it, but I think love's different in it. I feel like I've experienced it once in it.
Yeah.
But that feeling though of like like as I say, like vibing with someone, and when you like someone loads and they like you back and you're doing all them cute things like that honeymoon. That honeymoon phase, if that lasted forever, bro, that would be different, mate. I'll fucking get married tomorrow. But we all know life doesn't work that way. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes it does.
That's a good thing, isn't it?
Sometimes it lasts.
The honeymoon phase is a real thing, in it, 100%.
Yeah.
But sometimes some people's last a lot longer than other people's, innit? Obviously. Like, I know lads who've been in a honeymoon phase for a couple of months and then get bored and that. But some lads could be last year, maybe a few years. I mean, I'd assume that if you're still with your partner for years, then you've got to still have enough to still almost be in that honeymoon phase, innit? Because you haven't got something. What's your excuse for leaving then? Obviously, shit can happen in it. Do you know what I mean? But as long as you always have them feelings and that, man.
But for me, it's like as I say, like for me, I feel like I've experienced it properly once, but I was younger in it. So this is where it's like, I would love to obviously, I'm 99.9% certain I will experience love again at some point in my life. My future wife who's out there, hey babe.
Hit him up,
right?
DM him.
Yeah, DM me in it.
So I'm pretty sure I've been in love. I've thought I've been in love once, but it weren't love. I've been in love before, but I would always, like, sometimes, like, your circumstances change, like, my life changed, and it kind of threw me out of love, do you know what I mean? Like, it's tough to explain, but it just, you know what I mean? As you get older, obviously I'm still young, I'm only 23 in it, but, like, things change in it, and different circumstances can change your emotions or stuff like that. Like, I used to think, well, sometimes I still think it now, like, I don't know if I ever will be in love again. Like, I really don't. Like, it's a tough thing almost, like, to find a connection with someone like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not easy, innit? And it's just that's why just take things as it comes. If you go out looking for it and trying to force something like that, like the way what are you going on about? But when the bird I did love, I didn't force anything. Like, it was just natural. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the thing. But that's what we say is that, like, life experience does shape you as a person and change the way that you see things.
Yeah.
Like I'd say, I would love to experience it, and I will enjoy experiencing love at an older age now, because I feel like we look at it in a completely different way than what we did originally. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely.
But I think, like, where me and you come from, it's like, because we've dealt with, like, character changing, character building, life changing experiences, both of us in our own little different ways. Like, for me, like, as I say, and I was not in love with her in the slightest, like, not at all. I wasn't. I know I wasn't, and I knew at the time I wasn't. But, like, you find comfort in people sometimes. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
And during that particular time, I was in a certain headspace, the downest I've ever been ever in my life. But I met someone that was out of that sphere, out of my people that I knew immediately. Nobody knew who she was.
Takes your mind off it.
Exactly, and I enjoyed the disconnect of meeting someone who I did not have a clue who it was. Obviously, got to know her, but I loved the disconnect from being away from everyone who knew who I was and knew what was going on in my life. I loved the idea of a fresh canvas. Do you know what I mean? That's what I did enjoy. But since I came out the back of that just then reminded me that the fact that I liked that so much clearly exacerbates the idea that I'm not ready for that. Do you know what I mean? So,
no, 100%.
And I don't know if I'm ready for it now. I feel like I'm in a better place, but who knows?
Again, but that's why you can't plan it, man. You just got to take things as it comes. Like, I've had times where I've thought I've been in love with someone, or like I've even moved mad, like, very early on, and like convinced myself that I do. But realistically, I probably don't. But sometimes, like, feelings, and when you meet people and shit, the brain, the mind is a funny thing, man.
It's all about energy.
Depends about your headspace at the time, like how you feeling at the time and shit like that. I mean, I'm sure it's probably the same for women as it is for, obviously we are two males talking about it, but I'm sure it's the same for women as well, like phases whatsoever. Like, it just depends where you're at. So my mindset now is nothing's promised. I won't push for anything. I just take it as it comes, because if you try forcing it like that, and it probably isn't going to be the best thing, more healthiest thing for
that's the thing. I think I'll definitely like for me, like, especially like over the lockdown period, like, I've been so disconnected from that. I've not even thought about anything like that, like meeting girls or anything like that, because for me, like, I can't do the online thing. I can't do it. Like, I genuinely can't. I thrive off interaction, personal interaction, face-to-face interaction. That's what I love the most. Do you know what I mean? That's where I feel like I present myself best, and that's when you get a good gauge on whether. Do you know what I mean? I think it's unfair. We all do it. Do not get me wrong. Every single person in this room who owns a social media account, will judge someone and paint a picture of what they believe that person to be like by looking at what they see. Do you know what I mean? But realistically,
is that what you get?
Someone that you might not find someone attractive by looking at the pictures online. But yet they meet them and they might blow your socks off. Do you know what I mean? Like, they might. So for 100%. me, it's an unfair account, like, of trying to do it through, for me personally, online. I'd much rather meet someone in person, preferably someone who no one fucking knows.
Yeah,
and do you know what I mean?
That's the issue living around here, isn't it? That everyone knows each other. Like, if there's a mad, good-looking bird from around here, like, realistically, someone knows. Someone's
no, it's fact. 99% of them, someone's got there's something there.
There's something there. If you see a bird on Insta or something that you met, and then you see a couple man following her, and you're like,
wounded. It's like wounded. I thought she was mine. I thought she was just mine.
You're patting it there, you're buzzing it. You got 20+ man following.
Yeah, it's bangers, mate. But the thing is as well, like, what was I gonna say? I completely forgot.
Sort of about loving birds.
I completely forgot. Let's go. My mind's gone blank.
Fucking, what were you talking about then?
Meeting girls and
talking to them out in public and that, meeting birds and that.
Yeah,
like that's to be fair, yeah, like that is the way. Like I'm, like in person, I'm pretty shit with women. Well, no, I'm not shit with women because I'm not like a shy person. But like, if I'm out, if I'm on a night out, yeah, like it's not really like I won't even move to a girl, mate. Like not in like a stush way, but just it never even is like.
Yeah, like you know what I'm like in it. Well, you know what I was like when I was younger. Yeah, I used to move reckless, mate. I just wasn't bothered. Yeah,
you got the gift of the gab, mate. He's got a gift of the gab.
But like when I was younger,
with his socks on.
With my socks on.
We didn't move that plant as well, by the way.
Oh yeah, they're fucking.
Was that plant in the shop?
With a hole in them.
Is the plant in the shop?
It's not anymore.
No, it wasn't anyway.
Oh, it's not. You can't see now.
But like when I was younger, yeah, I used to move reckless, but only because it was like I just thought fuck it, like. And to be fair, I still do think it's to the same. I still look at it the same way. Like when I was younger, I used to move to a girl and I wouldn't be arsed. I would approach absolutely. It doesn't matter. It could have been fucking.
Kylie Jenner.
I'm not asked.
And you're DMing her like what you're telling me. No, you'd be in person.
I would go because the way I saw it was, I don't know who this girl is. She don't know who I am. If she's not interested, I'm never going to see her again anyway. So who cares? If she rejects me, so what? Like that's the way I saw it, and I still do.
I'd be more conscious. I'd be like, I couldn't deal with the rejection. I couldn't go up to a bird and say like, yes, what you're telling me. Obviously, no, I wouldn't say that in it. But if I went to a bird and asked her how they are or something like that, yeah, and she was like, just fuck off, I actually would like die inside.
But like now, like now, I'm definitely like much more of like I feel in my brain. Like much more of an adult. I feel like I have an adult outlook on
like
things now. And like I say, life experiences for me, like what happened to me, it made me grow up quick.
Oh, yeah, trust me.
Quick. So for me, it's like I look at it in a much more. I feel like I look at it in a much more mature outlook now. I wouldn't go up to like back then. If I was like my 18-year-old me, 19-year-old me, 20-year-old me would go in a bar, yeah. 22-year-old me, I'm joking. But like, so like 18, 19, 20-year-old me, yeah, I'd see some girl in a bar, yeah. What are you saying? She'll fuck me off and then I'll see the next one. Like, across the thing, do you know what I mean?
You would though, wouldn't it?
But I weren't asked, like, but now it's like.
I would always respect you for that as well, because I can remember like if you going over some birds or something. Obviously we're kids then, innit? Like. We're on a night out or something and you're going with some birds and me and a couple of other lads are chatting and we're like, how the fucking hell does he do it?
It's a wizard, isn't it?
Yeah, innit? We'd be like, it's got the gift of the gab, and he'd be like, and if you would like actually chat to a bird or something, and like, he's fucking pulled it off, how's he done it? And obviously, because I was just a little fucking pussy, me, like, not shitbag, innit? It's just, it weren't really me, but sometimes, yeah, like, when you put it like that though, like, the bird don't know me. I don't know what have you got to lose?
But the thing is, if there's any younger people watching, yeah, like if for example, I don't know if you are, but if you're an 18-year-old lad sat home watching us, yeah, and you might think that you might be nervous approaching girls, whatever, yeah, just go with that outlook in it, and as soon as you do one, right, you'll be able to do.
You'll do them all.
You'll just do you know what I mean? It's not as for me. I didn't find it as daunting as other people did. But like as I say, but right now, as I'm a bit older, I've definitely got a different outlook on life and women and all that, because I had my fun when I was at uni and all that. Do you know what I mean? I have a different outlook on life now. So for me, like I say, I'm not desperate to settle down. And when you ask me, would I settle down? If you ask me right now, I'm probably not. No, but the next girl that I do meet and that I'm not gonna ever go and see someone long term with the thoughts of I'm gonna see, but I'm not gonna fucking
do out with it.
Do you know what I mean? I'm not gonna lead anyone on or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? I'll just quite happily just go with what happens and just, you know what I mean, roll with the punches sort of thing. But I'm not like, I wouldn't want to. Do you know what I mean?
No, I'm the same, man. But like even that, like I think now I'd probably give chances, and not chances. That sounds a bit like a dickhead thing, but like I wouldn't rush anything. So whatever happens. You know what I mean? Just live for the moment, innit? Do you know what I mean? And if something does come from it, like I won't push anything now. Like I won't try and force anything or look to have something like that, or try and catch feelings too early. Like I'm not a feeling catcher anyway, but like.
We've all been there,
Not too long ago, I caught feelings early, and it's just like, you know, what's the point, man? It's just not good for yourself. So I'm just taking things as
for
it
me.
comes now.
I think it's toxic. I think bro. Like it's not toxic as such, but like it fucks with your ego, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's for anything for me. I think it's an ego killer.
Bro, 100%. It's demoralising. Imagine if you told a bird that you like her, yeah, and then she was like, I don't really feel the same way. I actually probably would just be like, oh my fucking god, like.
It's an ego killer.
I'm sure everyone can relate.
It's
male, female, whatever age you are in it. No one likes rejection. Not even rejection, because like I wasn't really rejected, but like no one likes that in it, and it's just overcoming that. But I feel, like I say, if you go out like trying to force it, or like you're looking for it, or if you let it eat away at you, yeah, it's just a mindset. Like you just need to be.
Yeah.
Just move on with it, man. Like,
you've got to learn to love yourself before you can love anything or anyone else. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think you are the energy that you attract, in my opinion. Like, so if you love yourself and you love the kind of person you are, and if you're I feel like if you're an outgoing person and you give off that energy, that same one will come back to you. You give what you get. Do you know what I mean?
If you got a bird, yeah, who was mega fit, you loved her, yeah, she was proper sound, right? You met her, you've been speaking to her for a few months, and then she goes, right, I've got an OnlyFans. What you do?
I can't do it.
Can you not?
I can't do it.
Pussy.
I can't do it. What, could you?
No.
I don't know.
Pussy. No, so think about it, yeah, 3 months, you met this girl, the woman of your dreams, she's sophisticated, she's got a mega body, she's got dough, right? You're thinking, why has she got dough, right? Why has she got dough? Then she goes, right, she goes, right, Jack, I'm going to be honest with you, I've got an OnlyFans to sell myself.
She can't be the woman of his dreams.
Yeah, she can't.
I sell myself for £12 a month, right? But she's got good money, she's sophisticated, yeah, right? And she says that to you, and you go, no, it's over.
Yeah,
not cheating on you though.
I know, but I just can't do that, bro.
I just got a banging body.
Bro, I can't do that, bro.
You're getting involved in the films?
Yeah.
Well, she says to you, right?
I'm just gonna meet. As long as I can meet spin once a month or something, I'll do it.
Episode 12, Jack meet spin.
Yeah, do a demo, bro.
Yeah. But it's like, I can't do that. Me, like, I don't know, like, for me, like.
OnlyFans taking over the game, innit, bro? Realistically,
you know when you it is taking over.
Have you ever signed up to any OnlyFans shit?
No.
No, I never have, but I know people have, I just think, what's the fucking point?
I'm not being funny here.
Why would you want to sign up to a bird's OnlyFans if you need to bust case or something? Yeah, a few man back there looking a bit suspicious. But why would you want? It's like I buried his phone. Like, why would you want to do that? Obviously, you want a bust case, yeah, just. Fucking HQ it, you know what I mean?
The thing is, I'll be lying if I said,
Yeah, I know it is. I went on today, too fair.
I'd be lying, if I said there's certain gal that aren't on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
But if they were,
you never know.
I'd be signing up to it.
I'd put two of you in it.
That's a clip, that.
Yeah, I mean. Like I say, OnlyFans is like, but some people, it's like a career. Is it a career for some people?
Yeah, mate.
Obviously, you're mega, innit?
But listen, I'm not naming names yet, but big up you. I know who you are. My gal.
I know what you mean as well.
My mate, I've got a friend who's dabbled in the industry.
Pattern and style on the fucking.
He's dabbled in the industry, and all I'm saying is, she's made a few quid.
Go on.
Do you know what I mean?
Little continental thing.
But
it's not money.
But some of the shit, some of the shit, right, that she's told me that people request and ask for, you'd be like, it blows your mind, mate. It's like I don't understand how some people can get off to that shit. Do you know what I mean?
Do you reckon there's a market for us in doing that? If someone said to you, "Do OnlyFans?"
Stephen Bear does it, you know.
Are you weird?
Didn't he announce?
I swear he's a pedo, you know.
Allegedly. Didn't he? Yeah, he is. Didn't he?
No, he made a sex tape, didn't he?
He's not. I'm not.
Oh yeah, I swear he was seeing like a 16-year-old. Swear
allegedly.
I swear he was seeing I swear he was, because I swear I've seen a thing about it.
That's still legal, isn't it? If he wants to do that, innit?
Yeah, well,
he's like 32 and she was 16, he met her in a club.
Morals, innit?
Yeah, so that's a good question, yeah. Like, so obviously, how old was he? 30 something, and he's allegedly seeing a 16-year-old girl. Yeah, so he's twice her age. Yeah, obviously, yeah. This is where the moral compass comes into play. Yeah, so we obviously do not agree with it. If a 30-year-old bloke is seeing a 16-year-old, it's not right. It's technically legal. It's technically allowed, but it's frowned upon. So where does the moral compass lie? Yeah, 30-year-old. What's the youngest you can see? Where does yours lie?
I just feel like me, is it, as long as you're mature enough, do you know what I mean? Like,
so if you're 30, you met an 18-year-old bird, you thought she was mature?
Nah, she's not mature then, though, you know what I mean?
What if she was?
She's not mature.
Females mature earlier than men.
Nah, you're still a child.
No, I don't mean like mature and it's like your body's mature. I mean,
I'm not meaning that either, you dickhead. I mean like as in like mentally.
Oh, right, yeah. Well, you can't say that though, can you?
Well, you just
like
said
you're saying like people mature more quicker.
Nah, females are supposedly mature quicker than males, isn't it? I think that's a common perspective, and they also grow quicker.
That's where I thought you.
You know, like primary school, secondary school, usually like when you're in like year 7 or the year 7 birds are all like whoa.
But anyway, you're 30-year-old. What's the youngest? Where does your moral compass lie? We'll go around the room. No judgment. I'll go first. Right, you're 30-year-old. For me, if I'm 30, I'm going to say 23.
I would have said 23.
Yeah, 23.
But, I mean, that's
what I mean. Like when you get to like you're 23, 24, you know what you're doing. Do you know
right,
what I mean?
I'm not saying I'll choose 18, yeah. But you see 18-year-olds who look about 25.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, you do.
So if you go into a club, yeah, and you meet an 18-year-old bird and you don't know he's 18 at the time, just get chatting to him.
What are we talking about? Somebody you're getting with here, or somebody you're just hooking up with?
Well, you like Stephen Bear, little pedo, meeting a 16-year-old, yeah. Like she's 16. Well, sorry, he met a 16-year-old girl and he met her in a club, right? And there was loads of shit about it as well. Like I'm not harsh yet. That's not legal. That.
I know it's not. So
he's a pedo then?
No, technically it is legal though.
No, it is.
Because she's 16. The legal age is 16. It's that's what I mean. It's
for consent.
It's a moral compass, bro.
Yeah.
Oh no, actually.
No,
is it not?
It's 16
to 18. Is it 18 above?
No, it's 18 to watch porn.
Someone Google it. We're not watching porn.
But 16 to have sex.
But a 16-year-old, 16-year-olds can sleep with 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds, and 18-year-olds. But can 18-year-olds sleep with someone who's younger than 18?
Yeah.
Can they?
It's the government guidelines is if you're 16, you're legal to have sex. That is it.
So it's legal for
the age of consent of any form of sexual activity is 16 for both men and women.
Alright,
so any sexual activity between an adult and someone under 16 is a criminal offence, right? So he's not pedo.
So technically,
sorry, Stephen Bear.
Technically, what he's doing is legal, but it's frowned upon. That's what I mean. That's
frowned upon, like
that's where the morals come into play. That's morally, it's wrong in our opinion, but in some other people's opinions, so obviously to him, it's clearly. He finds it okay.
What was Stephen Bear on? Is it Only Ways Essex?
Next on the Beach and all that, I think.
Was he not on Only Ways Essex?
No.
Was
he on Geordie Shore?
No, he's from Essex.
I thought he was on something like that.
He's from down south. It's like West End or something.
Was he on that I'm a Celebrity or something?
No. He was next on the beach.
He does tattoo for whatever it is.
He's a roofer, I think.
What's that thing where they wear like couples? Is it
tattoo?
Yeah.
I've seen it. Yeah, he got like a bangers one, didn't he, somewhere?
Yeah. No, he hosted it, didn't he?
Yeah. But yeah, so that's the thing. It's like morally, it's wrong, but it's technically legal.
It's each to their own, isn't it? I guess each to their own. I mean, I wouldn't go for a 16-year-old, no matter how fit she was, if she was 16. 18's a put. If I was 30.
Mate, I'm at the point now. Yeah, for me, the youngest I can go for me now is 20.
I mean,
genuinely, for me, it is. In my, it depends what you're obviously. But if there's a 19-year-old there and she's.
All I'm saying is that 18, 19-year-olds, not jailbait, but can be. Imagine if you're on a night out. Yeah, there's 18-year-old birds who look older than us. Do you know
there is. But as saying, again, morally, but for me,
you knew it personally, then you wouldn't. Yeah, I agree with you.
Do you know what I mean? So, but for me, like, in all seriousness, yeah, like I say, I don't think there's anything wrong with a 22-year-old sleeping with a 19-year-old. But me personally, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, same.
Unless she was fire. There'd have to be serious exceptions for me to go to a 19-year-old.
That's a proper Cupid you and that.
Yeah.
Shoot you up. Want him in shot by Cupid.
Well, that's the thing. Times have changed though. Back in the day, mate. Fucking people were older getting with younger people. Not even that, but like that it was different. I think social media's definitely played a point.
Back in the day, though, yeah, you couldn't So I can remember, my mum always saying to me, mum and dad, they wouldn't be able to be together unless they were proper serious and they weren't allowed to stay at each other's houses unless it was a proper thing. They couldn't sleep in the same bed and shit like that. So I think back in the day, then it's a lot more different. Nowadays, social media, no holds bar in it. Anyone can just move to anyone. Anyone can chat to anybody anywhere in the UK, really, can't you?
Yeah.
So,
Do you think it's weird, in America, in certain states, the age is 40?
Yeah, Americans are fucked though.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, Elvis Presley.
Yeah.
Everyone praises him as the king of rock and all this shit, but he was a nonce. He was when he married his wife. Yeah, she was when they got together. She was 14.
Is that facts?
Facts.
Yeah. Oh shit.
I'm gonna Google that later. Not because I don't believe you. Just
but mate, look at rednecks in Texas and that, and all that. Is that I don't know whereabouts in America that is, but is that the South States?
Kansas, isn't it?
Yeah, are they the South States or whatever?
Was Elvis Presley's first wife?
Did Elvis Presley?
Elvis Presley died the 16th of August 1977 at age 42 in Graceland.
He died at 42.
Priscilla Presley famously met her husband Elvis Presley when she was just 14 years old in 1959, but the couple didn't get married until 8 years later.
He was still sleeping.
How old was he at the time? Can you find that out?
He must have been in his 30s.
Was it when he was famous?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was old, bro. So yeah, mate.
What a dirty nonce.
And everyone loves him, mate.
Yeah, he's got some bangers on.
I'm all shook up after that.
You ain't nothing but a hell, no. He's got some tunes, Elvis Presley.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I keep referencing him, but no one's fucking getting it.
What would you say?
Said I'm all shook up.
Oh, right.
Said it time ago as well.
I get it.
And Lou got it, because Lou's about 30 odd, so he understands, but no one else gets it.
Yeah, it's because you got a suspicious mind, innit?
He doesn't get it.
But,
He throws about
No.
But yeah, mate,
just
those states in America like Texas and Kansas and all them redneck states, they're all crackers, mate. They're all poorly. That culture over there is actually fucked. They all shag the cousins and that.
Yeah, there's a documentary about an inbred family.
Have you seen it? The weird.
So weird.
Mate, it sent me under when I watched it. I couldn't watch it.
It's sad, really, isn't it?
Yeah, but it sent me, mate. They were all retards.
Yeah,
no,
they
were.
I can imagine they are. They're all inbred.
No, but mate, it sent me under, mate, big time.
So weird.
Big time.
Yeah, well, Yanks are fucking daft, aren't they? That's why. Because they're fucking stupid.
No, some of them
obviously not all of them are stupid.
The nicest states, obviously New York and LA and Miami and all that, and they're
normal.
They're the more westernized states. Do you know what I mean? Whereas the other ones, because it's such a big place, it's it's huge, isn't it?
Yeah, massive. America's cool, isn't it? Just don't be inbred.
Would you live in America?
Nah, I wouldn't want to leave money, me.
Depends where.
Would you live in Texas?
No. Well, maybe. I don't know.
I live in LA.
I've never heard about Texas. Do you know what I mean?
You're quick to dismay it, aren't
LA's supposed to be really bad, you know.
Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Captain.
You get taxed loads and everything.
You get taxed fucking bare here,
Not more than what you get here.
Really?
Yeah.
I live in New York. New York's the best place I've ever been to.
As long as in certain places you can't go in New York. You shouldn't go.
Mate, I wouldn't leave Manchester,
because you
get
get killed.
Fucking.
Alright, yeah, there's like that around America, though, isn't it?
You get murdered in New York, you.
No, I won't, lad. If you're working for the New York Times, bro, I'm writing mad articles.
Yeah, being a snitch.
What? Snitching on you, lad.
Yeah, snitch on me, lad. No face, no case for me.
Anyway, New York's mint, mate. But yeah, America, it's so it's cutthroat, mate.
If you had to live somewhere else, where would you live?
If
you could pick one location, not in England, that you had to live for at least 20 years, where would it be?
Maybe Australia, Sydney, or something like that.
Yeah.
The lifestyle.
Australia.
The lifestyle over
Yours?
there. Yeah, the lifestyle over there is different, isn't it?
New Zealand, probably.
Our kid went Oz in New Zealand.
Depends on
met his bird, who's a Kiwi. Now they're back over here.
Or would you flip it on his head and move to fucking Barbados, Rihanna and that?
You're not going to just see Rihanna. Barbados.
I go Barbados if I can live with Rihanna. Facts.
I won't Barbados.
Where would you live?
I'm going to leave, man. If I had
no question, you knob.
Sierra Leone.
See, yeah. What, with Frank Ocean?
Yeah, bare diamonds and that, get dough, and then obviously move back here.
No, I live in Birmingham, me. Anyway, I won't really.
What time are we on there?
Just whenever you're ready to.
Respect, right, fuck it. Is that us? I thought it was a good conversation.
Yeah, it was alright. I've woke up a bit now as well, to be fair. Got into it and that. Obviously, I want to apologise to Stephen Bear being a pedo.
Yeah, Stephen Bear's a bit suspect anyway.
Sorry, Stephen.
I swear there's a picture he put like on his thing, like he put on like a topless pic, like his shorts on, and he quite clearly had like a big like Sure deodorant can in his shorts,
like a bowl,
pretending it was his knob, but at the end of it was like a square. It clearly wasn't his knob.
See that one of Harvey Price when he had that thing in his pocket? Everyone
thought it was his knob.
massive car. It's like Chris's pants is like touching his knee.
Big up Harvey Price, you want to come on my fucking shovels.
No, you're not coming on, lad.
Right, respect everyone, we'll catch you next week, take it easy. Be here next week or be square.
Be...
Hold tight talks.
Yeah, innit? Safe.
You couldn't.